our opponents out of here. I understand why. This deck is silly and, you know, top 1800. Hello, good game. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. Selesnya Lifegain on the menu today. That's the color combination of white and green, using Lifegain to trigger the addition of +1/+1 counters to our creatures. And then, you know, a ton of protection, hexproof, indestructible, and then some trample to finish off at the end of the day. We're gonna break down the deck list, talking about the strategies, the synergies held within it, showcasing those within the gameplay footage, and then wrapping up with our final thoughts. Buckle up, get ready, and let's take a look at the deck list. Be sure to like the video to show your support and subscribe to the channel if you want more great content like this. I guess it's just Lifegain, eh? We'll think of a fun, snazzy name for it, I'm sure, as we continue. Normally I do that first, but I forgot. Anyways, 60 card standard, best of 1.9 average mana value deck with 30 creatures to our 7 non-creature spells, 23 land for the lighter average mana value here, right? Trimming down never hurts, in my opinion. It's built around a couple of new cards, the first being Voice of the Blessed, 2 mana, 2/2. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Voice of the Blessed, and as long as it has 4 or more +1/+1 counters on it, it will gain Flying and Vigilance. And then if you have 10 or more +1/+1 counters on it, it's going to gain Indestructible as well. And we can throw counters on this in a hurry through a few different ways, which is really cool. Cleric class, at level 2, whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. We have a ton of life gain triggers within the deck. We also have Luminarch Aspirant at the beginning of combat on your turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Right? So those are the easiest ways to get around that. And then the life gain, Lunarch Veteran, when a creature enters, gain 1 life. Prosperous Innkeeper, whenever a creature enters the battlefield, gain 1 life. And much like Voice of the Blessed, we also have Turlasera, the Moon Dancer. We'll leave it at that. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on the Moon Dancer and scry 1. So the Moon Dancer will organically, you know, get massive. Voice of the Blessed will organically get massive, and then Cleric class can put the +1/+1 counters anywhere we want, probably on Voice of the Blessed to grab Indestructible, and then Luminarch Aspirant can also put them wherever we want, probably Voice of the Blessed to gain Indestructible at an expedited rate. With that being said, we stack all of these +1/+1 counters on our creatures, and then we protect them with Wild Shape or turn them into trample attackers as well. So instant speed, choose 1/3 with hexproof, 1/5 with reach, or a 3/3 with trample, and those +1/+1 counters will transfer over to the 3/3 with trample, so it's going to be massive. And then the escort, vigilance, sacrifice it, target creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it gains lifelink and indestructible until the end of turn. The lifelink is insane, the indestructible is even better, right? So we like to see that. The Luminous Phantom is like the veteran, except in reverse. Whenever a creature we control dies or leaves the battlefield, we'll gain 1 life, right? So that's nice. Righteous Valkyrie, whenever a cleric or angel enters the battlefield, we gain life equal to its toughness. It's a 2/4, and if we have more than 27 life, which we will, all of our creatures will have +2/+2. That's amazing, especially when combined with Torn Fist of the Angels, a 2/2 with training. And whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 1/1 green white human soldier token with training. So it's going to get bigger when it attacks as well, which is really, really cool. Plus, it's going to get that buff through the Valkyrie as well. So base power and toughness will probably be 3/3s, and they're going to 4s, they're going to 5s. So that's a really nice way to go really wide and really tall through life gain, through tokens, through flyers, and, you know, just eventually that trample damage as well. So this deck has it all, and we can replay some 2-drops through Sigardian Savior. 5 mana, 3/3, bring 2 mana or less things back into play. My favorites, obviously the Innkeeper, as it generates life for us, the Escort, as it can protect us, and then Voice of the Blessed and the Moon Dancer, as they go quite large organically, right? That's the deck. Easy. Nothing much to it, right? We have the farmland, we have the pathway for land consistency, flirting with the Dawnbringer Cleric, but I just don't think we need it unless it's best of 3 and you run into these artifacts and enchantments. Actually, I think it's just enchantments, isn't it? Yeah, it is just enchantment. So, you know, not necessarily something that we need to focus on in best of 1, but, you know, I always try to include cards that are relevant into the sideboard. I want to get better at that and build you guys a sideboard for every deck, even if we are just playing it in best of 3. You'll have to forgive my green screen today. It's because the hoodie is so yellow that we had to adjust the setting. So it was either I'm invisible or there's a little mark behind us. And with that all being said, thank you for your time and attention. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to like the video to show your support. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more great decks just like this. Visit our, YouTube channel homepage to see all of the Crimson Vow decks that have done this set as well. Community Discord is available within the Linktree link in the description below. We have free contests, tournaments, and giveaways going on every single month that you can get in on, which is a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this deck. It is absolutely busted as far as I'm concerned. Lifegain is so silly right now. I can't even handle it. But when you're the one playing it, it's actually a ton of fun. So thank you again. Enjoy the gameplay footage, and we'll wrap up after that in just a minute. I'm going to keep this, feeling pretty greedy about it. Our third land as well, and our green source, which is quite nice. Our opponent has removal. They have exile. They have everything. This is going to be annoying. Let's draw out the removal with the Luminarchs. Savior can bring them both back later. Or we start collecting them on the voice. Go straight to it. Just get to work. Land and tapped. They hit for 2. They don't. Innkeeper out. Voice on top. So we know they have removal. Spread the threat. Hit for 3. I assume they block. Oh, it's a deadly dispute. I see. I thought it was a grasp. Their turn. 5 available mana. Is it a Loath? Is it a Loath? Turn 4 Loath, your go. Please, sir, don't do that to me. No, just a meat hook. Just a meat hook Blaziker. So sad. Do our best. Do our best. Meat hook is a good card. Edgar in the house. In the house. Shambling gas as well, gross. Gain double life on this at least. I guess we should have just put it on the Luminarch though, right? To protect it from the gas long term. Could probably just have another hook though too. And we're super bricked here on 3 land. Like they have 6 land, we're still on 3. What the heck is that? Thanks, Shuffler. Don't really care about the damage. Just blood on the snow, isn't it? No, eye twitch. Sciences. Come on. You falling asleep over there or what? Then they've got 2 cards in hand that we don't see. 4th land, let's go. A little late, but Cleric class leveled up. Protect ourselves from the ghast, unless they take it right now. No attacks, end turn. We bring out the Innkeeper and the Voice. Is Dispute gonna kill the Escort? Alright. 4 cards in hand. Blood on the Snow and they win. I don't want to play the Savior until after the Blood. What you doing over there, Willis? If I get too close, my screen gets all messed up. I gotta sit further back. But we can bring the Survivor back with the class, so this is our best bet. A lot of life. We like this. We just try to get indestructible over here. Right? Let's swing in. Oh, the Twitch dies, gets exiled though. That sucks. Can't avoid it though. We can't avoid it, we have to go for it. Yeah, Necrotic Fumes. They do need a creature to exile though. Dang. Good for them. Good deck. This is a good deck. 46. They have so many cards in their hands is the problem. If they don't deal with the Voice this turn, it's gonna be bad news bears. They're thinking it through. So at the very least, you know, we're making them think about it. Right? It's not an easy game for them. Which, I mean, when you meat hook someone, it should be. Right? The meat hook is so good. Basically, you win if you play the meat hook. Really, they do take our Savior. That's interesting. Can they also kill the Voice right now? They do. I knew it was Blood on the Snow. Good for him. 2 wipes. Should still be a match somehow, right? Three, 4, 5, 6. This costs 5, so we only have 1 land. Yeah, we're just chilling. Thing is, they still have more meat hooks. They still have more blood on the snows. So it's not great. Nice. That helps a lot, doesn't it? Holy. They played 2 Eye Twitches, 2 Edgars, 2 Professors, 2 Disputes. That's really good. Land goes. No attacks. They're gonna exile the Moondancer. We want to bring back Voice of the Blessed or the Escort to protect from blood on the snow. But as long as they have exile, we can't do that. We don't care about the damage. They have 8. It could just be a mascot. That's not bad. They're really thinking about it. Great. Great, great, great. It shouldn't be that hard of a decision. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creatures in front of the hook. And we top deck a land. It's better than a land. It's better than a land. We can just keep outvaluing the... Like, how do you outvalue this deck, first of all? I have no idea. They've, like, so much value within all of these cards. All the creature learns. It's just too much. The recursion through blood on the snow, you know what I mean? It's a lot. Maybe should have thrown away Cleric class, actually, now that I'm thinking it through. Yeah, I just don't care is the thing. Just don't care. Another land is nice. Phantom's a serious threat to them. They probably have more fumes through the Twitch. We just get this ready if they do another blood. Twitch blocks. Let's see what they have. Another mascot exhibition even probably is fire for them. Yeah. They might be out of exile. Could be good news. Do they take the Moondancer or the Phantom? On purpose, we've made the Phantom a bigger threat than the Dancer. It also gets exiled anyways if it dies. So the fact that they're exiling it is good news. Rather than the Moondancer, right? No blocks. Here comes another blood on... Oh. Dang. Pretty nervous. Slowly getting rid of their creatures. We're running low on life, but one good top deck away. %, draw on Righteous Valkyrie. Ooh. That's good. Kill a professor, they take 2 damage, draw a card. Draw 2 cards, in fact. And then they gain 1 life. Or no, they deal 1 damage to us from the hook. The opposite of that. Yikes. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana up. Which is another exhibition. Ooh. Is this making flyers? Yes. Tapped. It's got lifelink. Nice. And another flyer. Oh my gosh. So silly. And another land. It's so freaking silly, man. I'll allow it. I wish we could draw it into our hand this turn. They definitely exile the Phantom here, right? That makes sense. They're going to lose life equal to its mana value. 4. They already have an Edgar. They could do the legendary rule to convert it into the coffin. Markov's coffin. Make some tokens. And I think it would make sense for us to block at this point. Because we know they have another. So they'd just legendary rule it if we didn't. We have the shape, and we have the escort. They must have instant speed removal too. Alright, let's do some scrying. Creature can go, just because we scry again. Veteran stays. One counter shy from indestructible. No attacks. We don't want to give them 2 fumes. We're barely safe from the hook. They could hook for 8, potentially 9.
You fight for me now.
Lifegain's cool. They're looking and then taking damage. Oh, it's a land. Good for you.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
That pushes them way up to 11. If we have to use the wild shape for protection, it doesn't get to be... Oh, no. Shoot. Shoot. We're back to the Luminous. They have a ton of mana, 3 cards we can't see. I want to use this as trample. It's a good thing we didn't last turn, though, because they had instant speed removal on us. Right, so we have to hold this up until they're tapped. We're at 39, they're at 30, so we do have the time advantage somehow on our side. I don't know how. Three damage, I could literally care less. They have 3 cards in hand. 9 available mana. Thing is, they could have more instant speed removal. But we have the shape and the Allenbach. We can't attack into the Twitch.
You can deal with my servant.
What a crazy match. You're losing life here. Oh, it's a loaf. Nice.
My ways are not for the...
That sucks. They're down to 16, though. They're doing kind of our job for us.
I'm hungry. Won't you stay for
4 cards in hand, 6 mana. I think we're good to take lethal. 3 cards in hand that we don't see. That's what I mean. They could have played Edgar again a long time ago. They have Exile, but it's sorcery speed. Don't care. They're at 17. Let's go for it. This is double indestructible. I think we've got it. Let's go Team Phantom. I'll allow it. Boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room. That's how that song goes, right? We go up to 29-29 with Trample. There's our Trample. And we have double indestructible. Yes! I love it. I absolutely love it. Holy Toledos! We gain indestructible. We keep pushing in, baby. Yes! 81 life! Oh, woohoo! Oh my gosh, what a match of magic. That's incredible. Let's see if we can make it work. 2 clerics classes might not be the greatest. Well, that is the greatest, though. The greatest of all times. We're not going to play it till 3. We need to protect it from their exile with the wild shape. Do they hold the class? No, they want to save it. You would, wouldn't you? That's a green source. This will be a white source. And then we can just play in. Redeem is good. That's our turn. Okay, the hole's gonna try to take the voice. Grab hexproof. Ooh, Maul on Redain is good. Nice. We're in trouble. We need to just gain life immediately. Hopefully they don't have more removal, and we can go above them. They do have it. Nice. And then a Brutal Cathar. Wow. Good on you, Mono White. It's like we need to dump into the cleric classes, but we're so far behind. Right? Their removal's just been keeping us one step back. It sucks. The Cathar could have swung in. We would have just blocked it, but it's fine. They can't double cast. We won't. They should have saved that in their hand, so they could double cast. Right? On their next draw. They don't do more damage. We have to push up the flyer. As much as we can. Thank you. Oh, we double cast and we said we weren't going to. Oops. I'm such an idiot. We just threw this match away. I just threw this match away. Oops. I even talked about not double casting right before. Let's see if we can get some removal. Imagine if we didn't totally punt this match, how cool it would be. We're alright. We're alright. Everything's okay. Everything is okay still. Everything is okay still. Have no worries. Let's push out the voice. Get it in the air as well. They need to double cast. And we need to grab another wild shape. Why aren't you keeping that in your hand, my friend? Oh, I love you. Just a single cast. Remember, remember. We're 52 life. We're weekend. This is fine. This is a big hit. We trained to 10 as well. Like, these need to be blocked. You know what I mean? Man, this deck is silly if it pops like this. And they were beating us, and we messed up real bad. Okay. When the Intrepid dies, it'll knock down the health of the Ushers, and we'll get the kill there, too. I guess we'll get the kill on them all anyways. It's only up to 9. But, nonetheless, it's fun. It's fun for me. We could Legend the Taurens as well. Legend rule. It would make another token for us. We just make sure not to double cast, right? So the Innkeeper was more important to get out first, but if we draw land, then definitely we're going to toss this out, Legend rule it, and then we could even bring it back from the grave. for secondary legend rule. Just for the life gain triggers. It's been a while since I misplayed that hard and still won a match. That was a brutal misplay. I was like, okay, we're not going to double cast because they're Cathar, and then just like, boom, boom, 1, 2, let's go. But we're doing okay, we're doing okay. Yup. I don't even know. I don't understand. I'm so confused. I need to do 4. Well, actually, I only need to do 3 to them because they'll go down to 2. I need to do 4 to that. Math, I can only count to 4. Man, you gotta keep those cards in your hand. You could have flipped that Brutal, or that Moonrage again if you didn't cast every time you got a card in hand. This already has First Strike. Now it has Flying, I guess. We get the land. Torrens in play. All the life gain triggers go out. Good game. It's gonna be a whole process. It's gonna be a whole thing. Oh no, 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 no. So silly. So silly. And then like next turn, the legendary rule, we could just bring this back for all those triggers again. Going first, and it looks pretty good. What are we playing against? The Escort is so sick. So freaking sick, man. Is there Fading Hope here? They have a Fading Hope in hand. They do go for it. Wow, interesting. I would rather play the Moon Dancer and then the Escort on top through the treasure, or the trigger on the Dancer. If we get a Plains off the top, we can do it with the Voice. There's just so many good low mana drops. It's like, I don't even know which one I should use. Which card do I play right now? It's like the play lines are sort of hard to sort out what's perfect. We know we want... Well, not if it's mono blue. I think they're just hiding red from us is the thing. Let's go Moon Dancer. We can go... Allenbach stays in hand. Need that second white source. And if they don't have... Like, if it's just bounce spells, Allenbach is not good. But I do suspect they're hiding red from us. Moon Dancer will escape red damage momentarily, though. Right? Burn down the house for 5. That's the scariest thing we'll encounter through red. So if they're going to remove it, it should be now. And then we're going to get absolutely saddened at the fact that we didn't play our Escort, which would have protected it. But I want to make a big move next turn. And they could bounce the Escort, then destroy the Dancer. Like, that's still an option for them. It's not like we're impervious. Like, you know, 3 damage for 2 and bounce for 1. It makes sense. They can Frostbite it. No, they don't have the 3rd Snowland. So good. Righteous Valkyrie out. This should get countered. This 100% should get countered. It does. Wow. This pushes the Moondancer up to 4. It will also push itself up to 3. Cleric class can go. I need creatures, man. Hit for 5, down to 14. Profit. Whenever you would draw, exile the top 2 cards of your library. And then you can play those cards. Interesting. This is great. This is really good. We should have kept that cleric class. It would have fit in perfectly. But then we wouldn't have drawn the land to play. Oh, that can stay. That can stay. BEA, beautiful. We're in the air. And we have Indestructible for damage-based removal. This is feeling pretty good. Yeah, my green screen is showing like a little bit of a line, you know, over here. It's just because the hoodie's so yellow. So it's like either have the hoodie all messed up or just have a little line. So we're dealing with the little line. Our opponent's out of here. I understand why. This deck is silly and, you know, top 1800. We were at like 94% when we started this deck earlier, so that's always great to see. Alrighty. Lifegain is getting the job done. Voice of the Blessed. Absolutely silly. The fact that we can protect it and give it trample through Wild Shape, I think, is amazing. And then the Allenbach Escort is like the new selfless savior, right? The sacrifice for Indestructible is so good. So we can protect against, you know, single target anything through the shape, and then the non-targeted field wipes that aren't exile based. Of course, there could be exile all creatures, which isn't in the meta right now. There could also be minus effects. However, that minus effect is not going to hit Voice of the Blessed with the Escort in play unless it's that new minus 13, right? I don't know what that card is, but this is the only thing that you guys would have to worry about. And I think it's black. I didn't even know what it's called. It's minus 13 though. But again, Wild Shape protects against that. So they need a field-based huge minus, which I honestly don't think exists. The hook is there, but the hook is not going to reach the levels that these creatures will reach, right? So with that being said, how'd you like the deck? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Like I said, video likes really help. These subscriptions will do as well for my journey through this this world of Magic content creation. It's been a ton of fun, and I'm really thankful to each and every one of you. Have a magical day. Check out some other decks, and we'll see you soon in a sec.